Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most common challenges that many of us face: procrastination. You know, that moment when you've got a deadline looming, but you find yourself checking your phone for the 100th time, reorganizing your desk, or even watching random videos instead of focusing on the task at hand. Sound familiar? Yeah, me too. But don't worry, today, we're going to talk about practical, actionable strategies that will help you overcome procrastination once and for all. These tips are simple, easy to implement, and, best of all, they really work. So grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's get started. Before we can tackle procrastination, we need to understand why it happens in the first place. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy or avoiding work. There's actually a lot more going on beneath the surface. Most of us procrastinate for a variety of reasons, but the most common ones are: 1. Fear of failure. Sometimes we delay starting a task because we're afraid we won't do it well enough. We fear judgment, criticism, or simply not meeting our own high standards. This fear paralyzes us, and instead of facing it head-on, we put things off. 2. Overwhelm. Another reason we procrastinate is when a task feels too big or too complicated. When you're staring down a massive project, it can be difficult to know where to begin, so we end up avoiding it entirely. 3. Lack of motivation. Let's face it, sometimes we just don't feel like doing certain things, especially if we can't immediately see the reward. When a task doesn't seem urgent or important in the moment, we often put it off. 4. Distractions. In today's digital world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, and constant notifications make it harder than ever to stay focused on the task at hand. Understanding these reasons is crucial because once you know why you're procrastinating, it becomes easier to tackle the root cause. One of the most effective strategies to overcome procrastination is to break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This process is often referred to as chunking. Let's say you have a big project due, like writing a report or preparing a presentation. It can feel overwhelming to think about completing the entire thing, right? But if you break it down into smaller, bite-sized tasks, it suddenly seems much more doable. For example, instead of thinking I have to write a 20-page report, break it into steps like brainstorm ideas for the report, research your topic, write an outline, draft the introduction. Each small task feels manageable, and once you complete one, you'll gain momentum to tackle the next. This is how I approach big projects in my own life, and I can tell you, it works wonders. Pro tip: write down the small tasks on a to-do list or project management tool like Trello or Todoist. This way you can check things off as you go, which gives you that extra boost of motivation. Now let's talk about one of my favorite productivity techniques, the Pomodoro technique. If you've never heard of it, let me explain how it works. The Pomodoro technique helps you break work into focused intervals, usually 25 minutes long, followed by a short 5-minute break. After 4 intervals, you take a longer 20 to 30-minute break. This method helps you stay focused while avoiding burnout. Here's how you can use the Pomodoro technique in your daily life. Set a timer for 25 minutes. This is 1 Pomodoro. Work on your task without distractions for the entire 25 minutes. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. This technique is fantastic for combating procrastination because it helps you focus on just 25 minutes of work at a time, making it easier to get started. And let's be real, 25 minutes doesn't feel nearly as daunting as I have to work for the next 8 hours. Pro tip: there are tons of Pomodoro apps out there like Focus Booster and Pomodone that will help you stay on track and alert you when it's time to take a break. Set smart goals. Let's talk about goal setting because honestly, if you're not clear on what you need to achieve, procrastination is inevitable. One of the best ways to ensure you're on the right track is to set SMART goals. If you've never heard of SMART goals before, here's what it stands for. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific. Measurable. You need a way to track your progress. Achievable. The goal should be realistic and attainable. Relevant. It should align with your overall objectives. Time-bound. Set a deadline for when you want to achieve it. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like, I want to finish my project, you can say, I will complete the first draft of my project by Friday at 5 p.m. This goal is specific, measurable, and has a deadline, making it much easier to avoid procrastination. Pro tip: break your larger SMART goals down into weekly or daily goals. This makes it even more manageable and helps you stay consistent. Create an accountability system. One of the best ways to overcome procrastination is by holding yourself accountable. When you're accountable to someone else, whether it's a friend, colleague, or coach, you're much more likely to follow through with your commitments. There are two ways to approach accountability. Find an accountability partner. This could be someone who checks in on your progress weekly, or someone with similar goals who you can work alongside. You can support each other in staying on track and share your successes. Public commitment. Sometimes the best way to stay motivated is by making a public commitment. Tell your friends, family, or even your social media followers that you're working on a specific project with a set deadline. The pressure of knowing that others are watching can help keep you on track. Pro tip: online communities like Reddit have groups where you can find accountability partners who are working towards similar goals. You can post your progress, ask for advice, and get support from like-minded people. Now, this next strategy is something I use almost every single day. It's called eating the frog, and it's all about tackling your hardest, most dreaded task first thing in the morning. The idea comes from a quote by Mark Twain, who said that if you start your day by eating a live frog, nothing worse can happen to you for the rest of the day. In the context of productivity, your frog is the task you're most likely to procrastinate on. Once you complete it, everything else seems easier in comparison. If you have a big task that's been hanging over your head, tackle it first thing in the morning when your energy and focus are at their peak. Once you've conquered your frog, you'll feel a sense of accomplishment that will fuel you for the rest of the day. Pro tip: at the end of each day, write down the frog you need to tackle the next morning. That way, you're ready to jump right in as soon as you start your day. Distractions are a major reason why we procrastinate. In a world where we're constantly connected to our phones, social media, and emails, it's no wonder we struggle to stay focused. So, how do we eliminate distractions? First, turn off notifications. Start by turning off non-essential notifications on your phone and computer. Set your devices to do not disturb during work hours. Second, use apps to block distractions. There are several apps like Stay Focused or Cold Turkey that allow you to block distracting websites for a set period of time. This ensures that you can't access time-wasting sites like social media while you're working. Third, create a dedicated workspace. If possible, set up a workspace that's free from distractions. This could be a specific corner of your home or a desk where you focus solely on work. Keep this space organized and free from clutter so you can concentrate on the task at hand. Pro tip: try working in a co-working space or coffee shop if you're easily distracted at home. Changing your environment can help you focus better. One of the most effective ways to motivate yourself is by rewarding yourself when you make progress. Positive reinforcement works wonders in building habits and maintaining motivation. Every time you complete a task or reach a milestone, give yourself a small reward. This could be as simple as taking a break, having a snack, or watching an episode of your favorite show. For bigger accomplishments, plan more substantial rewards. For example, if you finish a major project, treat yourself to a weekend getaway, a spa day, or a fancy dinner out. Pro tip: make sure your rewards are proportional to the task. Small rewards for small tasks, and bigger rewards for more significant achievements. To wrap things up, procrastination is something we all deal with at some point, but it doesn't have to control your life. By using strategies like breaking tasks into smaller steps, utilizing the Pomodoro technique, setting smart goals, and eliminating distractions, you can start taking control of your time and boosting your productivity. Remember, the key is to take action, even if it's just a small step. Progress is progress, and the more consistent you are, the easier it will be to overcome procrastination in the long run. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on productivity and personal development. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.